Here we go. Good evening, everyone. Chris Schultz along with Gary Hoff.
Yes.
Here in downtown Monroe, Michigan, at the beautiful studios of 98.3 Nash Icon. Getting ready to do our Four Guys Talking Football. So we're talking week 6 already?
Hard to believe week 6, but it is.
Week 6 games already. So let's jump right into it then.
Let's do it.
Let's go with the big game to start right away. 4-1 Saline Hornets at the 4-1 Bedford Kicking Mules.
Yeah.
Thoughts on this game, Gary?
Bedford's playing well. They lost their opener, won 4 straight, right? Is that right?
Yeah. They got rolled in their opener.
They did.
But they battled back. Maybe the schedule's been a little favorable, but wins are wins.
It has. You just never pick against Saline until they actually show some signs of weakness in the SEC red. I think that's just the only going with Saline.
I thought I would agree with that statement, but I thought Saline showed some weakness last week.
They did.
And I am going to go with an upset special to start our night.
Wow.
The Bedford Kicking Mules
Crazy.
At home. I'm assuming it's probably homecoming. That's a guess, only because they've played a bunch of games at home already. So I'm going with the Bedford Kicking Mules.
Boom. That's a good one there.
Right there.
Upset special.
Yes. All right, next we got a barn burner here down in Monroe. 0-5 Ann Arbor Skyline traveling to 1-4 Monroe. The Trojans. I don't think they're a 1-4 team. I think they've just, they're probably a little better than their record indicates. But what are you thinking here?
Well, they lost a tough one to Pioneer. They won the game that I'm sure think they should have won.
Yeah.
Last week they played Saline tough. It was 21-14, I think, in the fourth quarter. That's a good showing. I think Monroe rolls big, 3-4 touchdowns.
Okay, I think Monroe wins this game. I'm not sure what the spread will be. You never know what's going to show up. When you see a team 0-5 across from you, you might try and overlook them. But when you're 1-4, how can you do that? So,
they're going to win.
But I think Monroe wins the game.
Yep.
All right. Another big game shooting over to the Tri-County Conference. The 4-1 Aggies of Sand Creek are traveling to 3-2 Whitefield, the Bobcats.
This is very interesting. I'm going to go with the road team here in Sand Creek. I'm going to take the Aggies. Whitefield has been the cream of the crop there, the TCC.
They've been the standard.
I think Sand Creek and Clinton are both a little bit better this year. Mm-hmm. And Sand Creek played Clinton very tough, very impressive loss. And I'm going with Sand Creek to beat Whitefield at Whitefield. And what a big win that would be for the Aggies.
Okay, I am going to go the opposite way as well.
Okay.
I am going to go with Whitefield.
You sure don't want to go Skyline?
No, I don't want to do that.
All right.
No, I'm going to go with Whitefield. I just I've seen a lot of tape on Sand Creek. I think they're a very good football team, but I think Whitefield's starting to put things together. They are a little bit young, but I think they're going to steal a win and get themselves in the thick of the TCC race.
See Sand Creek? You just got your ways.
No, well, we got Huddle, and we've got video of Sand Creek playing 2 or 3 different teams that we actually play.
Single win?
Them playing them playing Adrian Madison, them playing I don't know who else was out there.
They graduated, but they're still very, very fast.
They're very good. They're very well coached, and they're deceptive.
Yeah.
But I think Whitefield wins that game.
Okay.
All right, let's dive over to 2-3 Summerfield at 2-3 Adrian Madison. I got a first-hand look at the Trojans last week as they handled my Advanced Technology Academy Lakers 42-6 loss.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I mean, they play in a tough league, but they have some talent over there. They have a thin bench. They only had 5 or 6 kids on the sideline. They had a couple kids out, but they have a couple of players. Your thoughts on this?
I'm going to go with the home team here. I think this is a pretty even game. Coin flip. I'm going with the home team and taking Madison.
Yeah, I think that's probably a solid pick. I'm just going to go with Summerfield with what's the kid's name who's throwing the ball all over the place? Is it Albane? Is that his name?
Albane, yeah.
He's throwing the ball all over the joint. He had over 300 yards last week. I'm going to go with the Bulldogs. And boy, we're conflicted here today. But I'm going to go with Summerfield.
We might be on the next game too. And the one after that. And the one after that.
There's a lot of picking
tough
games
ones.
this week.
A lot of
All
tough
right, well, let's go on down to the Down River League.
Yeah.
And we're going to be 3-2 Carlson at 3-2 Trenton. These teams split last year. Carlson handed it to them early in the Downriver League, and Trenton returned the favor with a 21-20 victory in the playoffs last year. I think that was the score.
Yeah.
Thoughts here?
Yeah, well, Trenton had a big win over Allen Park.
Did they beat Allen Park?
I think it was 2 weeks ago they beat Allen Park. I don't know what they did last week. I did not look. But they did beat Allen Park, which is a little surprise.
Yeah.
And Allen Park lost to Woodhaven barely last week. So, boy, I tell you what, again, I'm going with the home team here. Both these teams need this game to get into the playoffs, I think.
I think you're right.
And because at 3-3, I think both of them might be in a little bit of trouble.
I think Trenton's schedule's a little more favorable.
Probably, yeah. I'm going with Trenton at home. I'm going with the home team. I think it's a coin flip.
Okay, well, I'm going to flip the coin, and if you land heads, I land tails. I'm going with Carlson. And I think the Marauders win that game.
All right.
Why? I don't know.
Well, it'd be strange to see Coach Jermo at 3-3.
With staring Harper Woods in the face.
I think it's been since 2002 since they've probably been 3-3, or he has been 3-3. So,
all right. Well, let's jump over to another big game. LCAA 3-2 Dundee at an improved 3-2 Onstead. The Wildcats hosting the Vikings.
Well, I knew they were improved this year just by their scores early in the season. They're not no cakewalk over Onstead this year. And then they really proved it with a big win last week over BCC. But in this game, just become a lot tougher to pick. I'm going to go with Dundee in this one. I think Dundee has one of their better teams in a few years here. But I'm going to go with Dundee. I'm going to pick the Vikings, get to 4-2.
Yeah, I think it's Dundee's got a nice team, and they're better. I'm going to go with Onstead.
It's tough to play out there in Onstead.
It's,
in the pastures.
It's way out there.
Yeah, it is.
We used to go to a invitational out there for track and field, and it's like out there.
Out there.
Nice facility,
It's
though.
tough.
Great support for their community. Actually got a old fraternity brother who's just moved his family out there. His boys are freshmen at Onstead.
Well, there you have it.
There you go. All right, so I've got Onstead. Next is 2-3 Hudson at 2-3 Ida. I'm going to say I know exactly who I'm picking this game, but go ahead.
There's another coin flip for me. T versus T. Boy, I'm going with the home team. Going with the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Ida as well. Okay. I think Ida's getting better. Now, that score the other day against Erie Mason, what was the final? 56-44? 55-44?
I don't know, something like that.
It was 56-20 at one time.
Yeah, something like that.
And took the foot off the gas a little bit. I think Ida is starting to hit their stride, and they're starting to grow up. Those sophomores and young kids maybe aren't so young anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's stay in the LCAA. We have 2-3 Erie Mason at 3-2 Brooklyn Columbia Central. Thoughts here?
Erie Mason done with those full house T teams. The full house T teams do not make mistakes. Sometimes the passing teams, like maybe BCC, might throw the ball around a little bit. They can make mistakes, drop passes, throw interceptions. Quarterback can throw a bad pass. Allow Erie Mason to get a stop or two and let that offense do what it does and put up 40-plus points. I think Erie Mason matches up a little bit better with BCC. That's basically what I'm saying. But, boy, that would be a tough, very tough place to win there. I'm going to go with BCC. But I would not be surprised if Erie Mason puts up a really good battle.
Well, they're going to put up points. It's just whether they can, once again, stop somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with Columbia Central as well.
Yeah.
I think the home team wins that game. I think it'll be a close game, and well, there you have it. All right, let's dart over to the Huron League.
Huron League,
we have the 4-1 St. Mary Catholic Central Falcons are at 2-3 New Boston Huron. Thoughts here? They had a real close game last year.
They did. SMCC is firing on all cylinders right now.
I think they're the team that I thought would go 9-0 right now.
Yeah, I know SMCC wishes they could play Milan again, but you can only play a team one time, and that night Milan was better. And Huron, lost to Grosio last week in the game that they came back. They were down 2 touchdowns, came back and tied it, and then got it snatched away from an OT. Boy,
That's that craziness on the island.
it is wild and wacky. I would be very surprised if Huron can muster something up against the Falcons here. But also, Huron's a little bit of a tougher place to play. I don't know. It's just a little bit weird over there.
A lot of
for me.
mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, and I don't know. I'm taking the Falcons, but, you know.
Okay.
I mean, Huron, I don't know what to say about
I'm going to go
Huron.
with the Falcons as well.
I
I
don't
don't think there's really anything. I think CC wins this game.
I don't know what to say about Huron. I just don't know what to say about Huron.
They're young.
Yeah, they've always been young. There's always
weird.
something. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. Falcons should roll.
Okay. Next, battle of 1 and 4 teams. 1 and 4 Flat Rock at 1 and 4 Grosio. Once again, Island.
Island. Yeah, I got a chance to see Flat Rock, Ravion Davis, Clayton. Really good players. Davis is a heck of a pocket passer. I mean, I was very surprised at his accuracy in the pocket. He puts the ball right on his kids, and very, very good. I'm going to go with Flat Rock to win. I just think they're just a better football team. I think they've proven it by the scores, and the wins are the same, but I just think Flat Rock has played a tougher schedule, and they're a little bit better in Grosio.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I'm going to go the opposite way.
Okay.
I think the Red Devils get their second
Put 2
win
together?
in a row, and at home, a little home cooking.
Sure.
And so I'm going to go with the Red Devils. All right, next, 2 and 3 Jefferson, the multiple win Bears.
That's right. We called it.
Yep. At 5 and 0 Milan,
Yeah.
who, man, they're rolling.
They're rolling, but you don't want to overlook the Bears. You don't want to overlook these teams now. Milan's got to keep the pressure on. They have a great season going. They've won the 2 hardest games they're going to play, and boy, just like Grosio last year, don't let up off the gas. Keep going. I think Milan wins this game at home, but don't look ahead.
Yeah, I get the strange feeling this game will be close for some reason.
Yeah.
But I think Milan wins it as well. Okay, and then our last game is the Gerwick-Nissan Game of the Week, and that is 3 and 2 Riverview at 4 and 1.
Yeah, 4 and 1.
Airport.
Sure.
I said 4 and
You
1
did.
Airport.
You did.
I think we both picked them 4 and 5.
Okay.
And I know I picked them 4 and 5 last year. I think that's what they ended up.
Well, they do have some tough games left. I don't think they're gonna go 4 and 5 though. I don't think they're gonna end up what our prediction says.
No, I think we're wrong. It's just, boy, this would really help them get to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, Riverview. Let's talk about them first, real quick. We have 2 minutes. Riverview. Got to win this game. You lose this game, you go to 3 and 3, and what you thought was going to be, and what you thought it was going to, and what I thought was going to be, and just about everybody else thought Riverview was going to be great. 8 and 1, maybe 7 and 2, possibly 9 and 0. But a really good team. Make some noise in the playoffs against these downriver league teams and maybe get to a regional type of a thing. Mm-hmm. Lose this game and you're sitting 3 and 3. You can't make it in at 5 and 4 because
it's just not going to work.
Not going to work. Romulus,
you got to be 6 and 3.
You scheduled Romulus, who's going to win 1, maybe 2 games. That hurts you, and you have to win this.
You
game.
really wanted to come back to Romulus.
Come back around again. And you face Redford Thurston week 9. They're no joke. They can beat you. And so this is a must game in my eyes for Riverview. Airport, like you said, what a great win it would be. And they got them at home. Mm-hmm. This is the game of the week. And boy, I just think Airport does not match up good with Riverview. I cannot see this team losing 3 games in a row. I'm picking the Bucks. But Airport has a very good chance, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a coin flip game, and I will go with the Airport Jets.
Ooh, wow.
We're all over the place today.
Man.
So, anyways, I'll throw that out there. So, all right, well, that's it. We got to wrap it up here. Come in under our margin of error. So,
yeah.
Chris and Gary, FridayNightVictors.com.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.